Last year, 2.5 million people that we know of came into the country illegally, right? And
that we know of.
That we know of. Now, the average, and all these people use a smuggler, human smuggler. The average smuggler makes between $7,000 and $15,000 per person. That's $25 billion on human smuggling alone. You add fentanyl and other drugs, easily 40 billion, more likely 60 billion. So you're talking about anywhere between 60 and 80 billion dollars being made in 1 year in Mexico from human smugglers and drug smuggling organizations. McDonald's makes $24 billion a year. Starbucks, all those lattes everybody out here is drinking, $23 billion. The entire US intelligence budget, that's everyone, is $60 billion. So we are undercapitalized in this fight. That's point one. Point two, we're treating everyone that comes into the country illegally as an asylum seeker. That's the wrong way to do it. Asylum is very clear. You have to be a part of a protected class. You know, a protected class is your gender, sexual orientation, religion. It's defined. And your government has to be persecuting you because of you're part of that protected class, or your government is not protecting you from being persecuted from another group because of you're a part of that protected class. That is asylum. Now, coming to the United States because you want a better job is not a reason for asylum. And so ultimately, we got to stop treating everybody as an asylum seeker, which means we have to send more people back. It's called deportation. And that's not trying to be cruel, but we can also take care of, be humane about how we handle people that are in our custody. Oh, we should also be working on root causes in those countries that is fueling illegal immigration. Now, because this crisis has gotten so bad, the illegal immigration is coming from everywhere. Historically, it's been the Northern Triangle, El Salvador, Guatemala, and Honduras. We should be pooling all of the federal resources that go there with the philanthropic community on building an economic plan for the region that is over a 10-year horizon to address the root causes of lack of economic opportunity, extreme poverty, and violence in those areas that is pushing the illegal immigration, right? And it's a fraction of the cost to solve the problem there before it ultimately gets to our doors. Oh, also, streamline legal immigration. What the heck? Even with how bad the economy is, how many industries need more workers?
Our industry.
Yeah. Streamline legal immigration. It's 2023. In this day and age, we should be able to be on a month-by-month basis, be able to determine what industries need workers and which one doesn't, and do it in a way that is efficient and streamlined. So then you have people producing, paying taxes, helping with some of these broad issues. So streamline legal immigration. And so those are the steps that we have to do. And the fix is, the actual legislation exists. A guy, Pete Aguilar, a Democrat from California, I wrote it. It's sitting in Congress. We could pull this up, but it requires political leadership. It requires Democrats to not be afraid to be like, oh, you don't care about people because you're making it hard to get into the country or to follow the law, right? And it requires Republicans who aren't afraid to be like, oh, anything you do on this is going to be amnesty, right? And that's what most elected officials are afraid of, is having to go back in their primaries.
Blowback.
And the blowback. But guess what? Here's what I've learned. Be honest, treat people with respect, and tell me what needs to get done. And if we do those things, and everything I just outlined, 80% of Republicans in a primary agree, and 80% of Democrats agree. Right? And so that's what's so frustrating on this. And most of the people here know how bad this situation is.